We're going to play Necrobiotic. We are doing something a little different today, this week, due to some situations in America. We are raising money for Planned Parenthood. We started yesterday, so there was $380 earned yesterday in our little 3-hour session. So right now our goal is $420, just because hilarious. But let's try to earn as much as possible so we can help out with what we can. So instead of donations to us, if you donate to this, I will also do the same things that are part of the donations. I think that's fair. Yes, so for that, if you want to donate, here is the charity information. And I was totally prepared because I was not last minute doing all the things at all. So first and foremost, let's have everybody introduce themselves and then I'll do some of the announcements because that'll be easier. Why don't we start with Matt?
Hello, I'm Matt. I'll be playing Yi, who has experienced several firsts since last time we met. So I'm very excited to see how that all shakes out, and also to welcome back Commander. So I'm very pumped, and I'm just jazzed to be with all y'all.
And we're gonna jump to Blue.
Hey, I am Blue. Today I am playing as Amelia, who has had her sunny disposition rocked just a little, and she's trying to just bounce back and move past it and not show anyone that it's really, really hurt her. So let's see if she can hold it together and keep that smile. Especially because Fiora's back, and that's only going to be good. There's going to be no emotional trauma there.
No issues.
It's all great.
Well, speaking of, let me jump over to Sydney.
Oh, hi. My name is Sydney Rubino. I play Fiora, and my pronouns and her pronouns are she, her. I was gone last weekend for a wedding. I saw my best friend get married in North Carolina, and purposefully did not have no idea what's happening because, just let the trauma happen in real time. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm really excited to be with these amazing people. And yeah, that's me.
Finally, Mitch.
Hi, Mitch. You can find me at Mitch Bustillos. And yeah, I'm playing Eli, who's just trying to get this job done so he can go back to his normal life.
That's boring. Why would you like to go back to that? Why would you want to go back
Because
to
it's
that?
less complicated.
Colleagues.
I mean, it is less complicated. That is accurate,
Yeah,
at least.
see?
I will give you that. That is the one true statement that you've stated. And I am Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can find me on the interwebs there. You can also find me as the producer over at Chaotic Wonderful. That's Chaotic the number 1 Derful on Twitter, where we release currently Slayers and Monster of the Week games, and we have our first one shot on Tuesday with the One Ring 2nd edition. Mitch, I believe you are in that, are you not?
Yeah, I'm playing a hobbit who kicks some major ass, so he ain't your no more Shire buddy. Okay, he will straight up throw you down.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
go check that out on Tuesday. Otherwise, some little sponsor housekeeping rules. First, we have a sponsor of Grinding Coffee. Grinding Coffee is a Black LGBT plus owned coffee business that will keep you awake and happy with the best roast directly shipped to your door. Use the affiliate link by using the command !coffee for the link, and our discount code is penny for a tail. Oh, I can never spell coffee right for some reason. Then we have Dice Dungeons, a Baltimore-based company with a passion for making beautiful and high-quality dice and gaming accessories for every table. Please check them out by using our command !dice if you're looking to add something special to your RPG accessory board. Finally, this summer season, we've been gifted with adorable mini weavers and we'll be having a giveaway at the end of the season. The Fibermancers would love to make a unique and magical piece for you. You can find more out at fibermancers4hire.com. As a reminder, you can interact by donating. In lieu of, I'm going to do explanation, donate to show you what the, oops, that's not right. That's not the way. Donate, macro. This is what you can get, but instead of donating today to us, please donate to the charity so that we can help get the money. The money will be, the rewards will be given either way, is what I'm trying to say, to the best of our ability. And yeah, I think that's everything from me. Last thing would be tomorrow, come back and check us out for Thirsty Sword Lesbians with our lovely Spence. So definitely come check that back tomorrow. And that's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get this party started. Fiora, I'm going to start with you. You ran off. You heard something, and you ran off and quickly left the building. Where did you go?
That's an amazing question. So I assume that after leaving the building, Fiora would find probably the closest, like, coffee shop or place where there was any semblance of anything natural, so she could calm herself down. If there's plants, I don't know if plant shops exist in this world, but the nearest plant shop, something that can. There's a park. Does the park have trees?
A couple.
I'm gonna go to the park and just sit under a tree and do my darndest not to have a mental breakdown. It's great.
Okay.
Good time.
Well, I would like you to, because you did fail last time, I would like you to see if you can pass a test for me of keeping your cool and calm and collection.
Oh. Okay. Which one is that?
I believe we did
Firmness? Okay, that's wonderful. I do, in fact, in my hand, have the 2 of hearts. So I hope that succeeds. Does that succeed?
That does
2 hearts?
succeed. Yes.
Yes. Ooh, I hold my cool, calm collectedness because, wow, I don't want to have a breakdown under a tree in the city that I hate.
Well, you do find a tree just in time, in the nick of time. You felt the panic begin to become almost overwhelming when suddenly you just see and feel and smell mostly the fresh scent of nature. It is masked with the unfresh smell of formaldehyde and the smog of the natural smells of the city, but it is enough that it can bring you to a center and you can focus and take a deep breath and do a refresh if you need to.
Oh, I sure done do. Wow, do I really. I love learning that my ex-boyfriend, who was the love of my life, I thought is engaged and also might have a baby on the way. That's my favorite thing to learn. Gee willikers, wow.
Feel it.
So yeah, you feel yeah? Relatable, hashtag relatable.
Hashtag
So
relatable.
When the love of your life is engaged now and maybe might have a baby on the way. Love that. So yeah.
Just every other Tuesday, you know.
Yeah. Oh, man, listen.
Mhm.
Just Blue, you probably have so many people in love with you, Blue, honestly, that like every other week you're just like, man, that one. Goodbye, have a baby and get engaged. I don't care. I'm beautiful and I have a fan that matches my hair.
With this fan, I'm untouchable.
With this fan, exactly. Can't touch this.
I will strike down my foes.
Man, really wish Fiora had a fan right now in this time of need to help cool herself down. She's just gonna start humming. Yes, she magically calms down. I love that. If you want to give that to me, brilliant. She just all of a sudden is really well adjusted. All of a sudden, she's had all the therapy.
All of the... I wish that's how that worked.
Right? Christ. Fiora's just gonna start humming a tune that she grew up with, a tune that, you know, every child of the river hears and helps, and that is really what helps ground her and bring her back into the present and reminds her that she actually has a job to do. She's still gonna take her sweet ass time though. She's not rushing this process.
That is fair. That is fair. I think that it will take you a few hours to just get back to a normal. And by time you do, you notice that it's getting a little late in the day. This would put us probably about the time that Eli got the email and was heading towards his appointment that was suddenly on his calendar. And Amelia and Yi, you were heading...
We were going to the tea shop.
We're heading to the tea shop, or were you going back to your place?
At that point, we would have been the tea shop, because we all reconvened after the tea shop, after dinner.
So where are you going, Miss, so that we know where everybody else is. Where are we going, Miss Fiora?
So Fiora probably would head right back into the place that she was, the Builders Society, because she doesn't know where everyone else went, and there's no cell phones in this world, right? She wouldn't even know their number. They just met like 2 days ago, maybe 1 day ago. How does time work?
It's been like a day.
Definitely. Yeah,
it's been a day.
I think it's like, this is the end of day 1.
This is the longest day of all of these people's lives. So yeah, Fiora's just gonna head in, just shoulders back, walk, and just like, they saw her before, so they better let her in again. She's like, I just needed a breather. I don't know where anyone went. No idea. Going back where she saw people last, even though she knows they're probably gone.
Okay. Yep. You get back to the medical area, and the woman is gone, but the guy the younger one who checked you in, he looks up and goes, did something else happen? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm great. I just, sometimes children of the river in particular just need to take breaks from social situations. And
I've heard that.
You've heard? Yeah, you have? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't like it in the city, right? So it gets overwhelming.
Exactly, yeah. So I just took a break for a few hours, but I'm back, and I don't really see anybody, and it looks like they've gone. Do you have any idea where they might be?
I think they were sent to a tea shop.
Oh, all right, great. Do you have to remember which tea shop? No.
Simple moment teas.
I heard something on the wind. Wait, what?
Oh wait, hold on. I have her written down here. Simple moment tea.
Simple moment tea. I'm going to head right there. Thank you so much for your time. And next time you see a child of the river, just be extra nice to them today. Just, just consider they're in the city. I'm going to leave.
Nice meeting you. You're the only child of the river I've ever met. For absolutely no reason other than they would never be here.
They would never be here. There's no reason for you to be here.
It is going to
reminder
take you a little while to get there, but we will fast forward a smidge. And unfortunately, you seem to have just missed them at the tea shop, as by this point they have left and headed somewhere else. And the tea lady does not know where that is.
Love that for me. In that case, I'm gonna head to Eli's house. Because that seems like a place that people have met in the past. Maybe it'll be a place where people meet again. Wish I had a magical power to figure out if that was a thing or not.
All right, you're brought to, or you go to Eli's house, and when you knock on the door, there is no answer. It is silent. You hear, when you walk back downstairs, you hear a woman clear her throat, and she goes, hello? Were you here to see Eli? This is
Who is it?
a woman you don't recognize. She has graying hair, looks a little older.
Yeah.
There's a giant construct standing behind her.
Oh, yes, I was. We're working on a project together right now, so I wanted to see if they were here.
Unfortunately, I haven't heard any noise coming back since this morning, so I don't believe they have come back today. Usually they stay at work pretty late, though. You could feel free to stay here until they get here if you want.
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Elise Sprocket.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
and this
Elise.
is Vincent, and she pats the construct's hand. It's on her shoulder.
Oh, Fiora appreciates that. She does not say that out loud because she does not speak in the third person. But she kind of looks Dr. Elise Sprocket up and down and goes, how do you know Eli?
Oh, we've been neighbors for years.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Just mind our own. Doesn't come down often.
I wasn't really aware that people in the city actually talk to their neighbors.
Oh, they don't, honestly. It's been a good 20 years since... Well, when you just walk up and start talking to somebody, they're kind of forced to talk to you. It's pretty much the only way to get Eli to talk, it seems.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. You really do have to be kind of brave, I guess. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Are you also a part of the Builder Society?
Not anymore, no.
Ah, retired. Congratulations.
That's one way to word it, yeah. Retired.
Oh.
Forced retirement by falsifying my death. They did that, not I. So according to them, I've been dead for 20 years, but I never died. And they're the ones that said it happened.
Oh.
Yes, one thing you'll learn quickly. You're child of the river, yes?
Yes.
You don't have any of the armor for Technophant, and you don't hold the mindset or the look of dread of a architect or engineer, and the look of hope or little fiddly things as a technosophist, so there's only so many more options.
And what exactly does a child of the river look like to you?
Someone with hope. Someone that knows what they want. Whether it's not what the architects agree upon, doesn't mean the architects are right.
Well, I appreciate the perspective. I don't know how hopeful I am right now, but I hope to bring that into the world.
That's a secret. You don't need to be hopeful to have hope. It's always deep down. I understand the purpose and what the Child of the River want. I completely do. And I can see a lot of sides for both. I think that we've been going a little too fast, and things have gotten a little too out of hand. But I think we also thought we were doing what was right at the time.
I think most human beings, at their core, act in ways that they believe are right. Some perhaps are just misguided.
That is fair. It's easier to misguide when so few people have that hope.
Have you talked to Eli about hope at all? Seems like something he would perhaps enjoy having a discussion about.
He's usually in
Or he
quite a
usually-
hurry. So I haven't... It's strange. Actually, out of character. Eli, when would you have moved to this apartment? Would you have moved here before becoming an architect? Or after?
Probably when he was studying to become an architect, pretty much after he left that note for a fee.
Okay.
And then
So...
went to live on by himself to focus.
And that was, how long ago?
Like, what? Oh my god, I don't know. Some time ago.
A long time. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
I know
How Eli
that...
wished he reintroduced himself to Fiora. Anyway, what? Sorry.
I know that when he first moved here, he was a lot more talkative. Seemed to have more emotions, if I recall correctly. Now, though, it's all bottled up. It's as if he walked into the architect building and they just took away anything that made him him. But it happened slowly over time, and I don't think the architects are the ones responsible for it.
That's the thing about human beings, I think. You start out innocent, to an extent, whole, and then through choices you make or choices that were thrust upon you, you start losing bits of yourself piece by piece until you look at yourself one day and you don't recognize who that is anymore. And it's really sad seeing people now.
Yes. When I moved here 20 years ago, I had lost a great deal of people. And I still don't really know all the answers.
Well, I imagine since someone faked your death, you wouldn't exactly have a lot of connections anymore.
I had a
Do you have...
group of friends. When it all happened, we were kind of pushed upon each other in a strange happenstance, but then we lost one of them, sadly. Brought on another, learned more about constructs than thought imaginable, and learned that the person that I was in love with wasn't a person after all.
Were they a construct?
It turns out your brain does silly things when you're depressed and in a weird state of mind. My brain saw a human who was there. She points up to Vincent behind her, taking care of me the entire time. Between that and events, I knew that while most constructs don't show it, some do have connections to their emotions. But what was I to do with that information? I was dead to the builders. I was a former architect, former Dr. Sprocket, as the paper said.
I think your point of view is incredibly necessary right now, especially right now. If you needed the support of the children of the river, I'm sure we could find a way to get your story and your research and your point of view to someone who would listen and be able to do something about it.
Perhaps. I think that will be necessary one day, but I don't know if today is the time. I don't think there's been enough loss for the builders, unfortunately, to recognize that it is a problem.
But how much loss does there have to be in order for change to actually happen?
Do you want the actual answer? I don't think you do. There's a statistical probability that they have to hit. I won't tell you what that number is. You don't need that.
I appreciate your point of view, Dr. Sprocket. It has been very fortuitous that we were able to speak today. I really appreciate it. I don't know if the people I need to see are coming back anytime soon, but I hope if the time comes where you feel like you would like to speak or you'd like to get things done, let me know.
I will. Even if it's not me, I will send Vincent to you to tell the story.
Fiora looks at Vincent. It's been very nice meeting you too, Vincent.
He raises his hand very stiffly and waves it slightly.
Oh, that's cute.
And he's literally is humongous, and he's bigger than Yi is, and looks like he was meant to take a cannon basically to the chest. And he looks like he has actually been in quite a few fights. One leg is slightly shorter than the other. It's been replaced with multiple parts, and it seems like any patching that's been done has been done with cheaper materials. Seems like the patchwork that she's had to do over the years has been done by her at home instead of with the money of the Citadel.
Got it. Good day, Dr. Sprocket, Vincent. And Fiora's gonna go to the library because she doesn't know where else to go because nobody is anywhere, and what does she do?
we can fast forward to the next day. You could have found a place to sleep at the library.
Oh, great.
At the
Aww.
library, you
cute.
were offered a place to sleep if you wanted.
I absolutely do. I freaking love. Oh no. Twinkle. Twinkle. What's her first name?
Oh gosh, I only met
Anita?
Twinkle briefly.
Anita Twinkle. I love Anita Twinkle.
We got an anonymous $20 donation.
Ooh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What does $20
Thank you so much.
get us? Let's find out.
Oh. Good things? Maybe.
Well, for $15, something's happening in the shadows. What is it? And for $5, a player of your choice gets advantage on one move. So I know it's anonymous. I guess I get to decide what that happens, and I think that's how I'm gonna split it. 15 for something in the shadows, and then 5 for one of you.
Spooky.
I might get a floating table assist.
I love that.
So basically how that will work is you will basically be on your next skill, or on a skill of your choice that you are not proficient in, you can have proficiency for one turn.
Heck yeah.
That'll be your advantage. You can have a second card. Because there isn't really advantage in this game, so that's how we're going to do it.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Seems good.
Yeah,
All right,
Mitch.
so the next
What?
day, I believe we left you 3 off in Eli's front entrance, correct? And then you went into Dr. Sprocket's room.
It was empty, and we went down into the secret hidden basement room.
Yeah.
So, Fiora, do you go back to Eli's next day hoping that he will be there?
Yarp.
Okay. You do hear, I'll say that you hear noises coming from Dr. Sprocket's room. And you hear voices. And it sounds like your party members talking amongst each other.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm going to knock on the door. It's me. Hello. I'm gonna steel myself emotionally.
I feel like Eli, like his instinct is to jump out a window, Scott Pilgrim style, but he will stay.
Amelia
like,
immediately running forward for a hug. Proper rugby tackle.
I need
Or sorry,
a hug.
football tackle.
Yay!
You guys have
Yay!
rugby, right?
Yeah.
What you do notice, though, when you walk into the room, when you were talking to Dr. Sprocket, you might have caught a glimpse inside the room. It was full of things, but you probably didn't look too close. This room is completely empty now.
Oh. Are you moving? She dresses Dr. Sprocket.
Dr. Sprocket is not there.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, no! Fiora looks at Blue. Wasn't there, someone that lived here?
Yeah, there was this lady. Her name was Dr. Sprocket. She was lovely. You would have liked her. Or did you know her? I don't know. But it seems like she's moved out overnight. Despite not saying that she was moving out last night when we saw her. A little bit worried about that. And also, we found all of these boxes and things in this hidden room, and there were these 2 recordings that she kind of gave to Eli and this little hand camera thing. It's a really cool gadget Gizmo. I think maybe won't be to your taste, but you can appreciate the ingenuity of it, I'm sure. But it was more of those recordings. Oh my gosh, you don't know. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Fiora, we need to sit down and have some tea. Because you're going to need to sit down.
That's perfect. Yi will reach into his bag and take out the one loose cup of tea that he had from the tea shop that is now very cold. Probably lost like half of it.
Oh. Fiora will take the half-gone cold cup of tea from Yi and cherish it. Okay, should I sit on the floor? Where's Eli? What's going on?
Eli's in holes.
Yeah, Eli's like just right behind them, like focusing on a patch of the carpet that just seems like overwhelmingly interesting to him, and he like touches it every now and then. It's just like just focused on that. Yeah, this carpet, like there must be a mystery behind this carpet that Eli must solve. So there's really no time to focus on anything else.
You notice she didn't have it cleaned before she moved out, so she's not going to get her deposit back.
Yeah, I'm like,
There was never a deposit coming back.
Never gonna...
what sort of fibers is this? Is this synthetic fibers? I don't know. Is this maybe synthetic? Maybe definitely some synthetic fibers going on here. Definitely not as
the
like
camera.
Carpet.
The camera with the two hands on it crawls up Eli and starts messing with you.
Oh God, stop it. I'm focusing on something. Gotta figure out what happened here. And,
it like goes in front of you and takes your picture.
Oh my God. Just continue to focus on the carpet. This carpet will answer everything, I'm sure, eventually.
Pretty much.
So it's like, what's the name of that disembodied hand from the Addams Family?
Thing, right?
So,
yep.
What happened whilst you were away? Which, by the way, I hope you're okay. I hope that paperwork wasn't too bad. Like, it seemed like it really upset you. So, whilst you were away, Yi and I were going to this tea shop, but on the way, we ran into Yi's brother. Yi's missing brother, Yu. So we ran into Yu, and it turns out that Yu fell in with the wrong crowd and is kind of in a life debt to a cult. And the cult seems at least partially responsible for the construct's virus, or at least some way influencing it. So we now have directions to get to their headquarters, but we definitely need backup. So we were going to discuss that today, I think. And then we went to the tea shop and we met this lovely woman who was the sister of our boss, Dr. Oh, nope. Is it Dr. Cipriani?
Gianni?
I'm going to go with it. Someone can... Yes. We'll get there. Giorgia Giovanni or something like that. Yes. So her sister...
The main
runs the tea
lady
shop.
of... It's the main lady of the building society.
Yes. Her sister runs the tea shop, and she told us that 20 odd years ago, the person that was exiled and sort of blamed for the coding going wrong actually had nothing to do with the coding and was gotten rid of because she was trying to form a union. And then, when we left the tea shop, we ran into Eli, and we came back here. And that's when it got a little bit more lighthearted, and we found out that Yi had never had a first kiss, and we played Spin the Bottle, and and we tried to like have emotions and connect as friends, but Eli was a bit of a dick. And then I mean, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. And then Eli helped us to refocus and stay on task. So,
No,
he and
was
I
being very
retired for the night.
unkind. Like I admit I was being unkind. So, yep. Sorry. Continue what you were saying.
And then this morning, when we arrived here, Eli showed us these 2 recording clips that were in the camera, the little hand camera that's going around. We should give them a name.
The camera will like run up to. We'll stop annoying Eli now, and then like rush over to Fiora.
So we got these 2 recordings, and Amelia will put them in the recorder and like triple speed play them so that you don't really hear what they're saying, but you get the vibe.
Is the vibe
and it's
bad?
like the vibe is interesting. So that's Dr. DeLuca again, and he's talking about the constructs, we think, and how it was going too fast and they need to be careful, and someone's stealing his idea. And that kind of ties in with what we were thinking might have happened with the coding, I think. I think I might have missed something there. Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Oh, what do you know about peer-reviewed positions, Fiora?
Yes, that.
We don't really have
We
that.
had
I don't think that's relevant to the investigation. So let's keep
we
on
had
track.
a minor disagreement about certain life experiences and the best ways to experience life, namely sex.
Oh, okay. With that, Fiora is going to sip the tea and go, "Give me 1 second, and I will be right back." And she's going to leave the room, and in a minute she's going to come back, also because Sydney in real life has to pee. But she's going to exit the room, and she's going to be like, "Oh, you had a conversation about goodbye."
Sounds about
That
right.
gives me half a second to check my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. There was a lot. I think I got it all.
Yep.
Yeah, that was very thorough. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes.
I think the only thing I missed was the conversation that I wasn't technically there for, so therefore it's not my job to recap it.
Fair. Very fair.
Yeah, I would love to hear Eli recap his conversation with fiance.
I think that's personal stuff, so no reason to talk to Fiora about that stuff like that. It doesn't matter. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. Let's just move on.
Fiora, as you step out, the camera does follow you.
Oh. I'm gonna take a closer look at this camera.
You notice that it has pictures on it. It's a digital camera from the olden days.
What do the pictures look like?
So you start from like the newest one, and you see the one that was just taken in the room of Eli looking like a surprise, basically. And then there's a couple more like that, but from different angles and perspectives. And then you get to one where it's the sunset, and it's a picture of the wall, and the spot, and with 2 people standing at it. You can't make out who the people are, but they're just shadows in the sunrise or sunset. I think it's sunset. I think that's what I said.
Um,
But I think you know who they are.
Emotional damage. How did this camera? Fiora looks at the hand and goes, "How did you get that?"
It turns to you, takes a picture.
The picture is Fiora's face looking very confused and kind of angry and also kind of sad. Just like
All the emotions. Needs to be a gift.
Great. I didn't even do it right now. But yeah. So Fiora, when she takes a closer look at this camera, is there a delete button?
There might be.
Option? There might be. Oh, she's gonna look for one. And is there a name on this camera? Do they know whose camera this is?
You don't know.
I don't know whose camera this is.
The others know who gave them the camera.
Fiora walks back inside with the hand in her hand. Imagine Fiora holding a hand like this. Like,
Where the
all
other side
right,
is a camera and then a hand.
yes. Okay. Whose is this? What is this? Why was this given to me?
The hands are separate.
Well, Dr. Sprocket left it in Eli's apartment last night, and then Eli found it with the recordings, and then I guess it's ours now? Was it a gift? And it
Yeah.
likes you, I guess.
Fiora hands the camera back to Eli.
No, I don't really.
No?
Just put it on the floor. I think we're done with it.
Amazing.
Oh,
I
that's
hope
a wee
it caters to
shame.
him. Eli, have you taken a look at the camera at all?
Yes. Briefly to see its purpose.
You didn't take a look at its contents?
I did. I skimmed it.
Oh,
Looked it over.
you skimmed
a little
it?
bit.
Mm.
Yeah, I gave it as much attention as I believe it was meant to have.
How considerate.
What's in it?
Just
Ye?
some
What was it?
silly pictures.
Yeah, what's in the
Nothing.
camera?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't even think to check.
The camera.
You didn't
scuttled over
look?
to you.
No! Yee, I can listen. It's pictures. They're very blurry. Very blurry
Oh.
pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
I
show
don't
you
know,
how
I
to turn it
talked-
on?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't.
Amelia will come over and start helping you work the camera.
You guys will see the picture of the picture of a very confused, slightly sad, angry Fiora, and then a couple of pictures of Eli from weird angles, also looking confused and annoyed. But then you see the last one eventually is the wall one with the sunset and the two figures. You can't make out who the figures are, though.
It's a nice
You were
picture, I
right.
suppose.
Yeah.
A bit blurry, though, you're right.
Yeah.
Listen, the hand is very friendly and sweet, but it really got to work on its composition.
It,
Maybe you can take it
scuttles
again
away and
sometime.
takes you off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a bit of an attitude, hasn't it? I suppose you need
Oh,
that
no.
for photography, don't you?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Today's been horrible. Okay. Eli, how well did you know Dr. Sprocket?
She was my neighbor for several years. We would chat every now and then, but nothing beyond that.
What would you chat about? Does she know very much about your past before you came to the Builder Society?
Not really. I didn't really thought that would be interesting conversation, so we would talk about tanning, and I would ask her some questions, but nothing really engaging.
Interesting. Well, it seems like she might have known a little bit more about you than you'd like to let on. I actually did meet Dr. Sprocket last night, because after I got separated from all of you, I came here looking for you, and she was here. I don't know if it was before or after she met you, but
Probably after. I mean, that would make sense or something. I don't know.
If you remember the times, it would have been while you were at dinner. If you exchange that information.
I do exchange that information with them. I have to ask you all, is it Dr. Sprocket? Is Dr. Sprocket the person that was blamed for the constructs 20 years ago, or was it somebody else? Because that seems a little bit uncanny to me, that someone, as she said, was discharged from the Builder Society for reasons beyond her control, and was actually made to look like she had passed away.
Nikki's gonna
She
say
can
this is a way
explain why.
cooler idea than what I had, so yeah, she was the one that got
Well-
discharged.
Wait,
gave
really?
this
I-
obviously, but
Oh, okay.
So
Got
I
it.
wouldn't take previous Dr. Sprocket's words with anything too important.
There was this article, though.
I mean, she was kicked out, right? Obviously, she did something stupid. And it looks like the Citadel did its best to, I guess, sweep her under the rug for probably good reasons. So I don't.
The article that we found in the little room there talked about technosophist being captured and people assisting them also being captured, and how the town was saved. But I'm not sure if that was talking about her, because it was under her obituary. Really bizarre to read a woman's obituary, having just had tea with her the night before. But
They
suppose
probably didn't want
perhaps.
anyone inquiring after them.
Well, here's the thing, Eli, that I think you fail to take into consideration. Blue, thank you for that. Amelia, thank you for that lovely information. It is incredibly helpful. Perhaps she did have something to do with that. But I would just like to point out that someone's point of view is not rendered invalid based on the majority of what people in a certain society or place think of them. They still have value inherently, and so do their point of views and their opinions. Just because you might not find value in it because they were quote-unquote removed from the Builder Society does not mean that it is not inherently interesting, important, and valid.
I agree. I talked to her at times, and I found some of her words engaging. But overall, she was a pariah, and I remembered that whenever I saw her.
So everyone you look
She
at, you
seemed
have
nice
a
to
catalog
me.
of things.
I
Exactly.
thought she was lovely.
Yeah. We all thought she was lovely, Eli. Maybe you forgot what
She-
nice people look like, since maybe you're so hung up on fitting into this system that clearly isn't serving you.
I thought she was a good person, but I'm not. I think everyone's confusing good person with someone useful and efficient for society. And I believe that she was not. She didn't serve any purpose. I don't know what she did on a daily
Amelia
basis.
immediately tensing up.
Wasn't
not being
for the
useful to
Citadels.
society.
And it's not like things are okay now. There's still a lot of work to do before humanity is back on a course of thriving instead of surviving.
Is that what you tell yourself to feel better about the situation that you're in?
Yes.
It's really sad, Eli. It's really sad being in this situation and having to look at you and see what you've become, and having to look at people like Blue, who's clearly a very, very bright young person who is doing their best and might not be necessarily important to society in the traditional way, but is wonderful and makes contributions and is definitively a good person. Are you saying that Amelia does not have a useful place in society?
I think you could be a good person, but not be as efficient as society needs you to be. So, while I appreciate Amelia and I think she is a wonderful person to be around, I also feel like she is not providing a role that is most efficient in our society. There you go.
Commander?
Yeah.
Amelia, I'll just be like, I'm gonna look at these thingies again.
Permission to strike?
Before that happens, Eli, can you give me an firmness or empathy roll?
Yeah. Yes.
This is where the entire campaign just devolves.
Or resistant. Oh my god.
You have 2 successes.
I can only give you 1 success.
Okay. Don't worry, this one. When you look up, you don't necessarily realize that you're upsetting people, which is what the empathy was going to be for. But what you do notice is that Fiora is right there, and you were looking right at her for the first time in quite a few, like in 24 hours. You've glanced, but you locked eyes for a second, potentially because you were intimidated, potentially out of habit. You don't know. So I'm going to give you a choice. Would you rather be affected by your flaw, or would you rather be aware that of what you're saying and how it's affecting people?
I would say let's be affected by my flaw.
Fantastic. So you are suddenly... This is the first time I think Fiora has actively gotten extremely mad. Like, upset a little bit, but just calling you out on your bullshit. And it flashes you back to when Fiora was passionate, talking about something else. Not a negative thing, just passionate. And you have this flashback in your mind of before the wall as you're glancing up at her.
Yeah, Eli will probably like rub his right eye a little bit as a little bit of wetness starts to form, and he's just like, let's just I don't think it doesn't matter. Let's just forget what I think. We just need to work together, and then we'll be done, and we can go our separate ways. I mean, if we got along, we would have got along before this or something. So let's just we got a job to do. So let's put our opinions and feelings aside, and let's just let's focus on that.
That might be easy for you to say, because you've clearly smothered all of your feelings, all of those beautiful, incredible feelings that you had before you went to the Citadel and before you had this insane life that you so clearly abhor. But the rest of us don't have such an easy time smothering our emotions, because we aren't simply human beings making constructs. We are people. Yi is a person. Amelia is a person. You yourself, Eli, in spite of all the stuff you put yourself through, are still a person, even though you wish sometimes, I'm sure, that you weren't. So actually, for once, I want to ask you to do something for me. I want you to feel. I want you to let yourself have those emotions, because maybe, just maybe, that'll unlock something in your brain that will help us with this case, help you with your life, and help you move forward from this incredibly oppressive and sad existence. Or can you do that?
Eli, for your failure earlier, you do take 1 trauma in flesh.
Oh, god damn it. Kidding.
We hit our goal of 420.
Oh, yay! Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Please let us know, out of the list I just provided, you would like to offer 4 advantages. Yes, if you want to offer advantage to each person, you can.
Aww.
Just to Eli.
Cute.
Just to Eli.
Advantage only to you. Amazing. You might need it.
I know, right?
Also, I want to clarify, Mitch is really awesome and we love him.
Yes. That's love.
During everything, we are using safety tools in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my safety little weird pog.
Aww.
Aww.
He's doing his best.
Aww. So cute though.
I know. Eli, it's just gonna be like, okay, I need to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. And he's just gonna go into the restroom, lock the door, and just start crying.
Oh.
And probably come out like 10 minutes after. But yeah.
I think anybody who would like to do a perception or empathy will be able to notice what happened.
Yeah. I can do that. I have 1 heart. Yep, I'm gonna notice he's crying. No.
Yep.
I cannot do that.
Raid, all sick.
Thank you for the raid. 20 sides to every story. Welcome to Necrobiotic. We are raising money for Planned Parenthood. We just hit our goal of 420. I'm asking it to be upped, hopefully, but I'm waiting for the person in charge of that to respond. If you can't donate, that's perfectly fine, but if you can, Any donations are going to be using our normal donate sheet thing words. So far, everybody has
Menu.
advantage. There's a floating advantage and something in the shadows, which has yet to come out to play.
Was this something in the shadows? The Mitch crying, because that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's
like
Eli
in there,
crying
That's
in the
just you
shadows.
guys.
Plus, Eli's like in the bathroom. Amelia sort of like timidly come up to her, like, "Thank you. I know this hasn't really been easy for you too, so I appreciate you trying to make him see sense. I know it's not easy."
You know, there was one point in time where I was able to do that. It's just really sad. But no matter what, I won't let someone be talked down to like that, even though he didn't mean it in that way. I know he didn't mean it in that way. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. I'm sorry that Yi had to deal with that too. It's not fair, and he needs to be called out in his behavior. And if it's me that has to do it, then that's fine. I can do it. I hope that in an instance that I act out of line, that both of you would feel comfortable saying something to me.
I don't think you ever would, but I think we would know to say to you that Yi is especially good at helping me out when I'm struggling to confront people. So you guys
I'm
are
getting
both
better at
really
it.
good for me.
We can watch out for each other. Yi's fantastic, and I appreciate your impassioned offer to throw hands, I think is what they say in the city. But I don't think that would do Eli any good, even though it would be awfully satisfactory at times. I don't think it would actually end up helping him at all. Or us, for that matter.
Thank you.
The cards we are...
for the donation.
Oh! You're the best. Thank you so much.
Would you like to make those 2 advantages, or would you like to save it up for something bigger?
Ooh.
Maybe if people can donate together,
Ooh.
we can hit this $50 one of something big happens.
Oh,
I'm
like
not sure
combine
what
the
that-
donations?
Was that the oh
that's a
shit
great
button? I don't know if I want the oh shit
Yeah.
button.
The oh
Yeah.
shit, throw something big at the party.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes, so if you donate
I'm-
to the hashtag charity link, which is the Tiltify link I just posted, you can still get the same things that are part of our normal donations window. So I posted both. I do not have access to see the Streamlabs donations though, so if you want to make sure it goes to Planned Parenthood, please donate to the Tiltify.
Is the oh shit thing the trauma? The answer is probably yes.
We're the trauma.
This is just kind of like the thing for stream. What is that? No! Sorry. I'm sorry. I panicked for a second. I don't know what is that. I don't know. Sorry.
It's spoilers.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Listen, I was concerned for a second. I don't know. Let's pretend that Fiora had a psychological attack where she just saw a vision of Eli's fiance pregnant, and she just for a second is just thrown into a bit of a and she collects herself and comes back.
This
Are
is
you
the
okay?
Are you
evils
okay,
of-
Commander?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I am okay. I just, need a breath of fresh air, maybe. Is there anything else that we need in this apartment, or can we give Eli some space and let him cry out his feelings alone away from everyone?
I think we can leave him to it. I don't think there's anything else. There's a bunch of recordings and stuff that I'll probably look through later, but I don't think there's anything urgent.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Then, let's collect everything we have, and, you said we needed to find backup for the, for going to this cult that
Facing
Yi's
the cult.
brother is in?
Mhm.
Great. Let's go find backup. Yi, I believe maybe this is your department. Would you mind taking the lead on this, please?
Sure. I can go to the Technophant division and see if there's anyone they could spare.
Great. Let's do that. Let's go do that. Fiora's gonna call in. Eli, we're going to the Technofan division. When you get a chance, just come over there, but take your time. It's fine. Feel your feelings.
So
How about
Eli,
you?
as he's crying, just kind of like shakily, like goes in his pocket and puts on like this antidepressant patch on him that he then covers up with his shirt. And he waits a little bit, breathing as like the numbness seeps into his brain, and just splash some water on his face before like opening the door. No, I'm ready. I can leave with you now.
And on that note, I think it might be time we should go on break. And then we can come back in 10 minutes before we jump to the next scene. So please go take a break, and we'll be back in 10-ish minutes. So fill up your drinks, do all the things you need to do, take care of yourself, hug a pet, do all those things.
Bye.
Hug yourself.
back. So thank you so much for waiting for us. We are now back at this second half of this lovely episode as we realize we only have 2 more episodes left after this. So we all need to get to this ball rolling. But I think I need to throw something at y'all in the shadows. So let's see. What would I like to do with that? I could combine that $15 with the $10, which makes it a $25 thing. What's the 25? Nope, let's not do that. That gives you a refresh. We don't want that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we not?
We don't?
I mean, you just had one. You just had one. You're fine. You're all great. Okay.
Yeah.
So you sit and catch up, and Fiora is allowed, or you get to listen to the 2 recordings, the newer recordings that were provided to you, which I sent in the chat. And we find ourselves ready to go to the Technofant area, correct?
Yep. The
Yeah.
fortress.
Get some backup.
And as we're doing that, for anybody watching, if you didn't see before, you may donate. Thank you for the subscription, Roll D5. You're able to donate to that Tiltify link that was just provided. And if you see any of the tiers that are listed on the second post, that will be rewarded. We are currently at $10. If I get $40 more, I can do, oh shit, throw something big at the party. So let's hit that number, guys. Let's do that one. $40, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love y'all. It's for charity. Do it for charity. Okay, so you are moving towards the Technophants, and it's close to the Citadel of Science. There's its own separate division because Technophants are loud with their weapons sometimes, so they want to have them far away from the people who are focusing.
Got a little distracted there, did you?
I was very confused. I was reading something, and then also I heard.
That was beautiful.
Sorry.
Okay,
Listen.
so you all did stuff and things and got to the place. Yes, I know. I'm a great GM. We got $10 donation from Roll D5, so we're at 20 out of 50.
Yay!
Yes.
For our goal. Okay, so you all get to the Technophant division, and it's looks like home to you, but everybody else, this is a very much military style building, very straight into the point, minimalist almost, but not in a actual nice aesthetically pleasing way, in a efficient way. From almost anywhere inside the building, you can hear someone working out or things being tested, weapons going off, things like that. But where does Yi take them?
I was thinking that upon arrival, I mean, probably go up to everything just standard procedure, making sure to check in. This is the time, this is who I'm with. Like trying to write down everyone's names, but it's kind of a scrawl. Yi's not great with handwriting. But he will try to report to like who would be like his commanding officer in the Technophant division, and try to look for them to express what what we need, and of course introduce to our commander, major, and private.
Congrats, you made it to private.
Is that a promotion? You know the way to, you scroll in the information, the person at the desk checks your credentials and nods you in. And you walk down the hallway towards the office, and the person that is in charge, your direct commanding officer, is an androgynous person with a shaved head that usually has pretty stylish makeup done, even though it's going to get messy anyway. But theirs always seems to be perfect for some reason, and you're not really sure how they managed it, despite all the sweat and fighting and stuff. They just magically are really good and gifted and naturally talented at this. But anyway, that's not the point. I just wanted to emphasize that for fun. She's sitting there outside of her armor. It's sitting on a mannequin-esque thing, like it's not the word I'm looking for, but the one the sewers use to
Those
like
horsey kind of vibe.
Yes, it's to hold the armor specifically. So and not freaky. Yes, exactly, not freaky. My kid is talking in the background to me. She looks up and goes, "Yi, welcome back. Are you completed with your mission?"
Not yet. That's why I'm here. Please, this is Commander Fiora, Major Amelia, Private Eli, and we require your assistance.
She will glance over everybody and then sigh slightly and say, "Okay. First, they cannot have those titles. But I understand your reasoning for doing so. You need to have a hierarchy. I understand that. But just only say those names outside of the Technophont division, and please ensure that nobody thinks they actually work here. It'd be wonderful."
Oh, okay. My apologies.
No, it's completely understandable. I am not faulting you at all. I probably should have gone over that with you. It really wasn't something I thought needed to be in the training, but I will make sure that is in the training going further. But yes, what can I do for you?
We need assistance. We think we've uncovered a situation that we need more bodies.
Amelia sort of chime in. We've discovered the location of a group who appear to be quite hostile and have a number of constructs that are geared up for combat, and we wish to go in and find out what exactly it is going on there, as we believe it has something to do with our mission. So we were hoping that some of the Technophant unit could maybe join us. Please?
Yes, and as I understand, my squadron here prefers very immaculate V's, whatever that means.
She will raise an eyebrow with a slight smirk and just goes, "Yi, please never change." Okay. I have questions that I don't think you're going to be able to answer for that specific subject, but we will going towards the other topic, which was having assistance to do this mission. I I would much prefer if the Technophont division took over that. Though, who was the one that provided? Hold on, and she's like looking through emails, like trying to figure out something, and she finally pulls out. You're clicking on the computer, and she pulls up a page. She's like, "Fuck. Okay. It looks like the person who requested this is above my command, and I can't make that call. So, if that's what you need, then that's what you'll get."
Thank you.
How many do you need?
Is that a
Just
7?
Is that a
I think it was like 5,
1?
6,
I'm like 7.
How skilled
How
are
many you got
these?
spare?
Yeah.
You
How
have
skilled
seen
are they,
Yi in
Sasha?
action?
Hmm.
Yeah,
seen Yi in
they're
action,
pretty good.
so
Okay,
it's-
maybe only 5
Oh.
then. Sorry, other hand. Maybe only 5.
Yeah, use the
There are 6. There are 6 war machines. So we want 1 per war machine, and we've already got Yi. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will see.
What about
I can
everybody
do.
else that's going to try and stop us, though?
We can handle them. Probably. Right?
Who wants to do a charm roll?
Jokers are an instant success, right?
Yeah.
I can give you a joker.
Ah, yes.
That'll be enough to get her to agree. She will agree to roll a die. She will agree to 3. That is all she has currently available due to the influx of construct threats. They have been sent out to be on guard at specific intervals around the town to ensure the safety of the citizens.
Fair enough.
But she will provide you with 3 technophants that I am not going to roleplay out or give names to, but they will be there to help you.
That's fine. I love Technophant 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, it's like thing 1, 2, and 3, but
But
they're
thing
actually
1 is in no way
triplets.
superior to thing 2 or 3.
These triplet technophants are the only triplets in the entire, probably in the entire world now, but in the entire division.
Probably.
Commanding officer, before we embark, would you mind making a note? I have an information request that I would like when I return.
Okay.
So I've been hearing about these peer-reviewed positions, and I don't know really what to make of it. So please, if you can gather some information, I would love that.
Yi, why don't you? I gave you a book. If you want to know more, I can lend you the book.
Sorry,
This falls.
Mix Commander, there is no need for that. We will, that's fine, don't worry. We have that under control. She'll sort of take Yi's arm and be like, it's okay, we'll explain later.
We'll explain.
Yeah, Yi, if
Alright.
you're interested in reproducing,
We've
there
got
are some
Fiora
social-
back now, so remember how I said that when our commander, Fiora, when she came back, that we could have a better discussion. Because I don't think Eli's opinion is entirely valid and his own and very important to him. But I think it's important
medical
that you hear
and highly
the
intelligent.
perspectives of other people. Because I'm not dismissing that the things that Eli says are correct. I'm just saying those are not always the things that you want to focus on.
Fiora's catching on as to what peer-reviewed positions mean, and as much as it makes her incredibly uncomfy, she does start to chuckle, knowing that everyone You can't understand what's happening.
She is just going to scratch her head a little bit and go, noted. If that's all you needed.
I mean, if you have any spare weapons for Fiora and Eli, because I don't know if you two have weapons.
Unfortunately, that is not something I can provide. Our weapons have to be only
not-
provided to
yeah.
those who work in the Technophant division.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And I'm not I don't fight, so I haven't been trained in it, so a weapon would be as much of a hindrance to myself as anything else. I could requisition a construct to do it for me if we wanted, but I think we have enough technofans to do it.
We'll probably be fine. I'm just overly cautious, I suppose.
Being the situation at hand, I don't know if having a construct to assist is the best option.
Good point.
Who knows? We still don't understand what triggers it and what can be done to protect constructs.
That's
But
fair,
we
but I will
will
say
figure
rumors
it out.
are spreading.
What kind of rumors?
And the fear. Rumors that the constructs can't be trusted.
That is not good.
Well, when the news spreads of, what has it been, 3-4 attacks thus far? It spreads fast. People talk.
The militia really need to be on that to ensure that these rumors don't spread.
I don't understand. I don't know what reality you may live in, Mr. Architect, but that's not how it works. Even if the militia were, quote, on it, they would still find a way to discuss amongst themselves. There's no way to silence them all. And there shouldn't be.
There is a way. We have history in the past that shows how to silence individuals who may be harmful to society.
Maybe we should refocus and get ourselves ready to hopefully solve the problem, and then there won't be anyone talking about anything because there won't be anything to talk about. That seems
This
like
is true, and
better
this
thing to focus on.
aspect of society falls out the purview of the technophants, so it's a moot conversation here.
Okay.
Gritting my teeth.
Well, if that is all you
Take some
need, I will send the
steps out.
triplets to assist you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And me, be careful, please.
Yes, of course. Thank you. You've trained me well.
I know you're one of the top in the class, and that's why we can't afford to lose you. So,
You won't.
be careful and come back. And keep these 3 alive as well. That is your job.
Yes, of course. I
Even
promise. I'll make it back.
Even the architect, who seems to be an interesting individual.
I know.
You never say
It's
you're
just-
coming back because that's what all the anime heroes say before they die.
Yeah.
I promise.
Of course does.
No.
Just Kirsty.
It's like the technophants who
I
get
had a
eaten
scene
alive
and I want to
from the
have
top down.
happen now so bad.
Oh,
The drama would be so real. Okay.
Eli is going to wait for Fiora outside.
Uh-huh. Okay.
can I talk to you for a moment? He says, like, not looking at you, just looking down at the ground.
Yeah, Eli, what is it?
And he kind of rubs the patch that he has under his shirt and stretches. So I grew up with a lot of death. My father was a doctor during the Great Hecatomb, and he saw thousands perish. I know what it takes to look in the eyes of dying people day after day, and come home for dinner at night. That's something he had to do. That's something my brother had to do. That's something my mom had to do. I know what it takes. And I am what it takes. I could be like you, but I want to be a doctor. This isn't a game to me. This isn't playtime. This isn't about me being happy. This is serious business. And I have it in me to be a great doctor and a great architect. But in order to do that, I have to sacrifice if I want to be better. I will save lives that could have otherwise not been saved. I'm not like you. I prefer to learn, because the more I learn, the more likely I will have the right answer at the right crucial moment and save a life. I know I'm a prick, and I know I'm an asshole. But you ask the average person when death comes knocking at their door, whether they want the asshole on their side or someone who's going to tell them to be happy and that there is a life beyond this. Because when that day comes, I want the asshole, and so will you. Because I want to live, and I want to be there to make others live.
Are you telling that for yourself, Eli? Are you actually telling it for me?
Sacrifices have to be made. I understand I'm not the person that I was, but I have to be this because lives depend on me being this.
It's really sad that of all the time that we spent together, you have such a narrow view of what helping people really means. And I understand that you went through some shit. And I hear you, and I see that. So have a lot of people. And I
have to take care of them, though.
By doing what, Eli?
By
turning them into machines?
Yes. They're dead. They have to be used so the rest of humanity can live too. We're not doing great. The only reason this is possible is because of people like me made sacrifices.
It doesn't have to be that way.
It's easy to say when you're not in it.
So leave. Don't be in it. There are
Where am I gonna go?
You had a chance to join me, Eli, and you turned it down. There are plenty of people that live outside the city that lead very happy lives. And yes, we might not have the comforts of some of the grander things that exist in the city, but we don't need them because we have each other and we have the earth, and we have plenty of other things that don't involve getting plugged in to a depression patch every day, because I see you touching it, and I know that's what you're doing, and I know that's how you keep going, and I can exist without a depression patch stuck to my arm while you are just surviving. And there's so much more to life, Eli, than just surviving.
People need me to be this way. I've seen the settlements out there. I've been there. People die. They get raided. They steal food from people who think they can live outside the wall. The horrific things, having to put something together after an individual outside the wall rips someone apart bit by bit in front of their own child. And then that child, I don't even want to go into that. That's the life outside the wall. What you guys have is an anomaly, and you are lucky that these horrific things haven't happened to you. But one day, the potential, it's there. And I don't like thinking about it, but someone has to be there to make sure that these people are okay and that they can be protected.
If you really care about people, Eli, if the whole reason you're genuinely doing this is because you care about people, there's other things that you can do for them. There are other things you can do for them. Other things you can do for yourself. You're right. You made a choice. And I guess this is your bed to lie in, because it's not like you can go back now. You have a child, Eli. I know.
I will have a child in the loosest sense. It was my duty to add to the population. You know, I thought if I imagined that she was you, that I could kind of bring back some of the old feelings that I had, but yeah, those... I feel like I'm rambling now. So let's go complete
Can I
this,
have both
this
of you,
task.
please give
No.
me
No. No.
I think I need a I don't know, firmness again?
Oh, okay. Firmness. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! 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 Sucker! Sucker!
I got a joker.
Fine.
Be hilarious.
Suppressing my
two
feelings.
Successes.
Great. Good.
We're good at things.
Why are we?
I think you guys are both getting a little fatigued, a little tired.
Oh yeah.
From this argument. So you each lose one card at random from your hand.
I'm not going to be doing anything physical.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea, considering what we're doing next.
I mean, if I'm fighting, we done fucked up.
Oopsie daisy, this is not great.
What?
Fantastic. All right.
I mean, we all have advantage on something at some point, so that might help.
Two guards, it's not great. It's not great.
You, Yi and Amelia, do you stay inside while you hear this arguments going on outside, or?
Awkward argument.
I
don't like it when mommy and daddy are fighting.
Amelia will have heard this happening at the door and sort of stopped Yi and been like, we should give them just a minute. Just like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, honestly, the peer-reviewed positions, don't need to worry about it. It's, in my opinion, it's architect nonsense. But it's... We'll talk more about it later, though. Don't worry. We'll just give them a wee minute, and then we'll join them and just try and calm everyone back down again, I think.
Okay. I trust you, Amelia.
Thank you.
After
And then
a few minutes
once
have passed,
quiet.
okay, yeah, after a few minutes have passed, they seem to have taken a breath at least, and are both probably pinching the bridge of their noses, irritated at the other.
Yeah, like Eli's
but-
rubbing his fucking eye because, goddamn, Patch, do your job.
Yeah.
And you all can leave. Eventually, the 3 individuals do meet you in the Technofence. You would recognize all of them. They would be from a group after your training, maybe a year or 2 younger. But they should be they're not equal level. I don't know how military shit works, so they're not equal level, but they're just below the one below whatever
Great.
level you're at.
I'll make sure to like before they interact with Fiora, Amelia, and Eli. I'll just make sure to like take them aside and say,
All right. So, here's some things you should know. You can refer to her as commander, to her as major, and him as private. But keep it between us, okay?
Oh, we're the little club.
Yeah. Well.
yeah. But after I've expressed that, I'll bring them over and just be ready to rock.
Let's go.
They understand and agree and move on and follow without question.
Cool.
You all
Everything's okay.
begin to take the walk towards the sewers. It's a good 2-hour walk probably, but unfortunately you can't take a carriage this way because you do have to make some cuts through some tight spots in the city, some buildings that have been long since abandoned. You start to notice just how big Florence used to be, how busy it used to be. And sometimes you just forget because you focus on your one little road. But as you're going a route you're not familiar with, you see dozens and dozens and dozens of just dilapidated, empty, hollow homes. In a couple places you'll see family mementos just sitting. You'll see toys on the street. Just everyday things, like life just paused suddenly one day. But eventually you do reach a sewer entrance after a couple hours, unless you guys wanted to have a conversation during that time.
No. Eli
I would love
quiet.
to have a go at making those walkie-talkies
Okay.
that I keep talking about.
Go ahead and use your ability.
Yeah, I've got electronic assembly, I guess, or computer science, either or.
Electronic assembly.
Cool. I will use 2 cards, checking that I've definitely got the right suit. Yes, I have. Or 3 successes? 2 successes. That's a 5 and a 4.
That'll be 3.
3!
You are
I get the
able
color
to
coding right and everything.
You do. You make 4 walkie-talkies. color-coded exactly as they were meant to. And they all connect to each other.
Amazing. And that should give us a way to talk to each other over, it won't be like a super long distance. Amelia will explain as she's handing these out. But it'll be far enough that if you're out of sight, we can keep in touch for a while. So, yeah. So, Fiora, here's your green one. And Yi, what color did Yi want? I don't have that written down. Purple. And Yi will have this purple one. And Eli, this is yours. It's plain brown, the way you wanted it. And this one is mine. And it is a mishmash of multicolored nonsense. Far messier than any of your frees. Clear that mine was the test run.
Aww.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. This is going to be useful.
You make it to the sewers. When you get there, there is a grate. This grate is very heavy and pretty rusted, so it might need a big, strong person to lift it.
Where are we going to find
Oh
one
boy,
of
do
those?
we have...
All right.
Yeah. With a perfect V.
I know, right?
Right. Here we go. So, because actually I don't need to worry about that. I'll just use a 1 diamond. Just a 1 success. I'm not gonna go too crazy early on.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to you're able to pull out something that will be able to lodge into it and get enough to get your fingers and pull up the actual very heavy, probably about 75 pounds of steel. Surprisingly, this is still one of the ones that are still left. Most of the drain covers have been stolen and used for other purposes for their steel.
Did we have a chance to catch our breath on the way over here?
I guess.
Yay! Get rid of this.
Very nice of you. Very generous.
Yes. Now I just need to not draw again because I know that get king somewhere there.
Soon. Do it.
I live in fear. I, however, have just pulled my jack and my queen, so I am very much looking forward to when I next have to do something.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind you have those skills no matter what, or those abilities no matter what. It's just their points.
It's just more fun when I have the cards themselves.
That's fair.
So true.
That is fair. All right, so you find your way to the sewer, and it is dark. It is pitch black in the sewer's grate below. Other than the light from where you just opened.
Does anyone have a flashlight? Just like on them?
Yeah. Schmark?
I definitely don't.
I don't either.
Is that a thing?
I don't have it in my inventory. So
Can I
probably not.
get one of the lanterns on the street?
Sure.
Yeah, all right, I'll bring that down and
Yeah, that's fine.
light it up. All right, where are we going?
The 3 individuals will go first, taking the lead. One of them will also take a lantern well, actually, one of them will turn on a button on the side of their face, and one of their eyes lights up, and it looks like that it was behind the goggle was not an actual eye, but a bulb instead. So there is light in front of them that they can see at least. And they begin walking down this area. It smells terrible down here. Absolutely horrible. If it has been cleaned, it has not been cleaned for over 100 years.
That's a long time!
It doesn't... It smells stale as well because it just like it's been lingering for a while. Unused, untouched. And as you walk further away from the light of the hole that was created, the only light coming from the flashlight 20-ish feet in front of you and the lantern behind you that's pretty it's still pretty disheartening because it's flickering in the darkness and shadows seem bigger than they actually are, and it's just darker beyond the scope of the light. So with that in mind, can I have everybody give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Remind me what perception comes under?
Steam or clubs?
Haha! Fuck, rats.
Clubs.
One success for
one.
Yi.
Any benefits
Also
for
one
having more
success.
than one success?
Maybe. You don't know.
Can I have dark vision?
We're all human here.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a clubs and a 6 of spades for 2 successes.
Okay.
I can hold your hand.
Most of you hear the dripping of water and the sounds of the echoing from the footsteps up ahead. These soldiers are not being stealthy in any form of way. Honestly, you don't even know if technophants know how to be stealthy based off a lot of their armor. But you hear the sounds of running water and dripping coming from further down, echoing along the halls. You hear the sounds of rats squeaking from somewhere, though you don't see any. And Eli, you hear the sound of breathing. You've become pretty good at noting when people are near you because you don't look up a lot as much anymore. So when you hear breathing, you know that you should be hearing yours and of course Fiora's and Amelia's and Yi's, plus 3 more, but you hear 2 or 3 additional sets of breaths coming from deeper down and echoing slightly.
Yeah, he'll motion to the technophants to stop, and start carefully walking forward with his lantern.
Okay. They look confused and concerned, like they're going to put their hand up to stop you from going ahead. But they look to Yi for instruction as you start to walk up to the front.
Yi will nod, recognizing that this trio, they're like the hammer triplets, so they're good at going in, smashing, but stealth is definitely it's the farthest thing from their mind, and so he's going to nod, but he will try to stay as close to Eli as possible, leaving those 3 back.
Fiora and Amelia, are you staying back, or are you going to try to sneak forward as well?
I'm staying behind because I don't have anything. In order to protect myself from bad things. So I'm gonna stay back here.
Okay.
I think I would go as far as the triplets so that I have a better line of sight because one of them has a torch. But I think I would hold back because I know that Fiora doesn't really have any way of protecting herself.
Then I will need a dexterity for stealth for Eli and for E.
Alright, I got 1 success for the spades. 8 of spades.
Was it 8 of spades?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because it's a clubs, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, that's 2 successes. Like, wait, never mind. Wrong. Sweet.
I wish.
Take 2 successes.
Hey!
Despite Eli's bulkiness, he is way quieter than... Or sorry, despite E's bulkiness, he's
I'm
way
not bulky.
quieter than Eli. Though Eli is still pretty quiet as you sneak up and ahead. The lights dim but flicker, and you are able to see in the distance, or hear in the distance, Eli, the breaths getting closer and echoing down a chamber to your left.
Right. I'll touch Yi and start moving that direction.
Make... What is readiness? What is that?
Readiness is in preparation of ambushes and all the shit that will go down if you are not ready.
Cool, great. That seems relevant right now. Can I get a readiness test from both of you?
No.
Okay, I have
That
to play
is
in
the
the
under,
Joker on this.
E.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Smart choice.
So I'm gonna discard a heart to play the dark, which does
Oh,
not
no.
work.
Oh no.
Yi, you are prepared as 2 assailants jump out at you. One goes to slam you into the wall, but you are able to dodge and get in a punch in exchange. But because 2 came after you, you don't see the third that goes after Eli and slams Eli up against the wall. Eli, you take a trauma in your steam. You hear, Yi, what would you like to do in response to these 2 assailants at you?
I mean, if he hasn't noticed the third one, I would go into martial arts. It's time. It's time to start beating some ass.
Yeah!
We've been waiting
Make
for
your
this
attack.
since you kissed Eli.
Haha.
It's in my fanfic.
This is why you don't miss episodes. I know you don't have a choice.
It was that headbutt of love, you know?
Okay. Do I have to?
So
Is this?
martial arts?
Are we doing
is
combat
your
now?
athletics. Yeah, we are. Do a
Oh,
combat roll,
okay.
dwarf over.
Get
I
him.
only have 1 card left, so I'm
Oh, no.
discarding it to
Oh my God.
play in the dark.
Oh, what?
So this
Oh,
is what
no.
I've got. That'll be a fail.
Oh no!
You go to try to swing at them, but they seem to know the terrain better than you, and one dips down relatively quickly, and you hear a splash coming and feel water hit you a little bit. You probably don't want to know what's actually in that water, but then the other one. Thank you.
Yeah, no
for
problem.
clarifying what I was trying not
I
to
got
clarify.
Yeah, no, I got you.
The other one is able to dodge and like grab your hand and slam it up against the wall. And the rest of you hear the fighting. So the technophants begin to rush forward to assist. But before they can get there, Eli, can you please roll me I say roll, that's not the word.
I can't roll these.
How would you like to try to escape?
I don't know if I'm trying to escape. I'm just gonna look at this individual and just be like, "We're just here to talk."
Okay.
You're gonna try and talk your way out of this?
Give me a manipulation then.
Fling in the dark.
The moment she was talking.
No.
Okay. Let's see. What is gonna happen to poor Eli? I don't know if we want to do another trauma. Do we? Oh, I have the perfect one. He, as you say you want to talk, he says, then you can talk to the one that's in charge, as they immediately pick you up and begin walking away from the rest of the group.
Oh.
It's like,
Yi,
okay.
You hear the sound of footsteps approaching, but also footsteps leaving. And as you glance back, you see that one of the people seems to be carrying Eli.
Oh, great.
But you have 2 assailants on you.
Okay. Is there any chance that I can slip forward and try to tackle the guy who has Eli in his hands?
You can try with an athletics.
All right, I have
I
no
think you would need
cards
to
in
draw
hand, so
So you are playing in the dark.
okay,
So you can
here
only
we
you have to
go.
draw from the top of your card.
We're gonna see this at the same time, y'all.
Oh, I think
Oh.
if you don't have
That
a card
is
to discard, I
that
think
is a diamond.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna play it where, like, if you don't have cards in your hand, you can just draw from the top because it's already hard enough to succeed with that. Like, I understand if
Yeah.
you have cards in your hands to discard, makes complete sense. But
Yeah,
I think I'll play it where if
think
you
for
just
the
have
rule,
nothing, it's like
yeah, I think
Is
if
it
you
like
have
one less or
nothing, you
something?
draw 2 and take the worst or something. I forget.
Oh, draw 2
I'm
and
just
take the worst.
I'm just gonna make it take the top.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's already hard enough. All right, so you get this burst of speed. You put in a pellet in your boots, and you are able to rocket off of this person behind you and slam into the person that has Eli, flying across this sewage pipe that goes where all the water is slowly going down. It's very large, but you have enough boost that you push all the way through and across, thankfully, but you slam into the wall on the other side, feeling a little beat up on your back.
Mm-hmm.
But the other person who you slammed into falls down into that pipe. And you hear a splash after a solid 30 seconds. Echoing up. The 3 technophants immediately block the area, stopping the other 2 assailants from coming forward. Trying to think how I want to handle this. You did succeed at tackling. However, you need to succeed at stopping yourself from taking the most damage. So,
All right.
we're going to try... I think it's going to be a dexterity or a athletics. I'll give you either or.
Okay.
But if you fail, Eli is the one that gets hit. Potentially.
Would this maybe be a
Right.
good time to use our advantage so you can draw 2? Maybe?
Mhm.
Oh
You have
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. In this case,
You
I
and
could
Eli
see,
actually have
Yi.
2 advantages.
Sick.
I
Okay. Here we go. So let's see what the first one is.
Oh,
It's a diamond.
Oh no, was that a king? Oh no,
No,
it's
it's a jack.
a jack.
it's a
Okay.
jack.
Okay.
Okay.
And then here's the
that
size
is an
because I
athletics.
committed. So
What is your jack of diamonds worth?
hang on, let me check. Oh no, it won't work. It's a 6 of clubs.
It'll still work. I just wanted... it should be a 6 of diamonds, I think. If it's a jack of
Oh,
diamonds.
okay.
But,
Oh, okay.
so if it's a 6, you said it's a 6 of diamonds?
Yes.
Okay, so that will be 3 successes. Then. Or 2 successes, I'm
Sick.
sorry, because it's clubs.
Sick.
Well, I said or dexterity,
Okay.
so I'll do 3. You are able to turn yourself in a way that you can slam your back into the wall instead of Eli being squished between you and the brick.
Thank you.
And your armor is dented, but you do not take any harm. You will be bruised pretty badly, but you are not going to actually physically take any trauma.
Okay. Sweet. Sweet.
Amelia just sort of yelled down, "Are you guys okay?"
Ha!
Can
What's
I
going
make
on?
a
Yeah.
It's really dark back here.
I believe in the
We'll be okay.
Because I assume the lantern got dropped at some point during that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is that our only lamp? Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you have the flashlight on one of the technofans.
Oh, great. Good. You're good. Good. Thank God.
So
So that's
we're
currently
fine.
pointing down a hallway.
Yeah.
We're in a
Those
horror
two are
video
in
game.
complete darkness now.
What you can see if you do look down, for those who can look down that hallway, which I believe would only be currently Yi and Eli, you see one of the two is a person, part construct, but mostly person, and their arms are completely mechanical. They look tired, and they look drained, and seem to have been in quite a few fights. The second person is a construct, completely. But they are not
Oh.
acting... Yeah, they're a construct completely. That's all you can notice without a empathy roll. So, what you do with that information is up to you. The technophants, though, will take over and be able to stop one of them. The other one is able to get away and rush further into the sewers. Now, I'm going to do a high-low. High, I'm going to roll a die. High, the construct remains. Low,
Oh,
the
no.
human remains. Okay. They managed to get the construct. The human is able to duck out of their way, knowing a little bit better, more intuitive than the construct, perhaps, and is able to duck and dodge and play dirty and get out of the way and start running down the halls.
Dip, dive, and dodge. At this point, I feel like Fiora will stumble forward to find Amelia, and hopefully they will stumble up together to find Yi and Eli and everyone else that's there, and be like, okay, what just happened?
Can I get you two to make me a perception, or to whoever is leading?
Good though.
You lead, because I actually don't have a perception.
Is perception close?
It is.
Yeah, I don't close.
Me either, but I might have a thingy. I'm just reminding myself.
Perception is the one that I have selected to have a 6 and not an 8. So I actually have a 6 of spades that I would love to play instead.
Okay.
So I succeed.
Yep.
Amazeballs.
You do.
Nice.
Oh,
You are able to make your way and stop Amelia from sliding. Her foot almost goes over the edge, and you pull her back right before it happens.
Oh my
and
God.
Make your way over to E and Eli.
That would have been bad. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I don't want any of that to happen ever, so let's be extra careful. How do Yi and
Really
Eli
should
look
have thought to bring
physically?
more torches.
Probably.
Eli looks disheveled. Yi looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
I don't have
he have
anything
a
that'll
trauma?
take away trauma. Huh?
No, he does
Does he
not
have
have
a trauma? Okay.
He's just bruised.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Only
he's
emotional trauma.
physically okay. He has it's a little stiff. It's a little painful, but not enough to stop him from continuing to fight.
I'm gonna start pulling out some vials from my apron and stuff, and start doing a little bit of mixing to make a play in Oh my god, I'm gonna forget it.
Chemical.
Yep. My emergency pharmacology.
Oh.
And I'm gonna get my can I use my 2 advantages to draw 4 and pick the top, or just 1 advantage to draw 2 and get the top and get my favorite?
If you want to use both of them, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to use both,
have
because
any more, buddy?
if this goes bad, this is gonna be really bad.
Oh God. That's a good point, but
All right. So what? Let's see.
Alright,
What are your
4
options
of-
for pharmacology?
Yeah, so I can. It kind of follows the same rules as the engineer for making things. So I only got 1 success, so I'm going to give it the rechargeable quality.
Okay.
Or yeah, tag. And so yeah, I pump it into like a syringe, and I go over to Eli, and I'm gonna slam it into his shoulder. Just be like, "Hold on, real quick, buddy," and inject it into his shoulder. Get it,
what
son.
did you just...
You could draw 2 cards.
Into my
You
shoulder.
get a little boost of You get a
Mhm.
little boost of energy as you feel a slight prick, and suddenly feel like you just drank a lot of coffee.
Thank you, Eli.
No problem.
Are you
sorry,
okay?
just check on Yi, like.
Yeah, I'm fine. No physical injuries. Is everyone else okay?
I mean,
Yeah.
Amelia almost stepped off and fell to her death, but other than that,
Okay.
we're fine.
Not me, so it's fine. Really should have
Other
brought more
character.
torches.
Does
How about the
Amelia know how to
people
make
that they-
torches? What?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just pull out your
Probably
like a
some torches.
cell phone with like the light application.
Yeah, what have I
on
got? Hold on. I've got
It's a-
Queen of Spades. What's my queen give me? My queen is worth 5. I can get 2 successes. So
Oh.
have a go at making some torches for us. So
Okay.
and 2 ups.
That is enough. So you said it's 5? Is what your
So
queen is
yeah,
worth?
my queen is worth 5, and
So
then
7 total.
2, so 7 total. So just shy
Okay.
of.
Yeah, just nail short of 3, but that's okay. That's okay. You are able to make an item. So you are making a flashlight. Would you rather have
A what light? Never mind. No, go ahead. Sorry.
That's for later.
would you like it to be
Oh god.
further vision for your extra success? So stronger light.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. You are able to see better, and with that light, you can see the entire room. It's kind of, imagine it is one of those obnoxiously bright lights that you can see in the sky at night if someone shines it. And you're just like,
I have
"Why does
made
this
a
exist?"
floodlight.
Yes. So the room is suddenly very bright, and you all can see the very disgusting interior of the sewer, with the bricks rotting out of the sides, a gigantic Yi-sized indentation in one wall, and you see the 3 technophants come out, one of them holding the construct, who is struggling, but not drastically so. So now that you all can see the construct, if you wish to make an empathy roll, you can. Or empathy check, you can.
Yes. Empathy.
Okay.
I'll program it. Empathy? What is this? What is this?
I can do empathy. My jack is worth 5, 6. Jack is worth 6, so it's only 1 success, but you know.
Okay. The 2 of you, especially with the prior knowledge that was Amelia would have provided to Fiora, that the constructs don't act normal, according to you. They have actual conversations. This construct is talking and is looking around irritably, not angry, not like they're out of control, just irritated and frustrated that they are captured.
Ha! Fiora approaches the construct. What's your name?
He glances down at you for a second and is confused for a second, and then will say, why do you care? And it sounds robotic, but It has the intonations of a actual person, not the heartlessness of a robotic voice.
Because unlike most of the constructs on the surface, you actually have one.
Look at somebody up on the surface world actually noticing things.
Did you want me to turn it off?
No.
I swear to
He
God.
rolls his eyes. It's Stefano.
Oh.
It's just programming.
Amelia comes
I'm-
around and just sort of puts her hands over Eli's mouth, just like, we don't need you to talk right now. Just 2 minutes. Just shh, 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 shh.
Oh my god, never talking to programming.
Shh.
Yeah. Stefano, it's
My
really
name's
nice to meet you.
Same.
My
I would say
name,
in better circumstances.
My name is Fiora. This is Amelia, Yi, and Eli. We're down here because we're trying to figure out what's going on. Because we care. I am a child of the river.
Oh, fancy.
Something like that. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions before we move on?
You can ask. I can't guarantee I'll answer it. But
It's fine.
I'll do what I can without risking my own life.
That's fair.
When did you become sentient, or did you ever have a point in time where you were not?
Hmm. 7 years ago.
Who brought you, or who helped you become this way?
No idea. If you listen to
You don't know.
I don't know. What I'm told is it's the magics of Dr. DeLuca. It's because of his mighty being and power that I am who I am today. Never met the guy, so don't know. Pretty sure they're all just reading a book that they're assuming is real. I stopped questioning it
don't-
after they maintained that thought.
So you don't believe that this person was the one who brought you back?
Never seen them before. Only ever heard of them as some omnipotent being. They don't live here. They don't exist with us. If they are a real person, they are extremely secretive and quiet and have been for over 7 years.
Were you one of the first, or are there more that are older than you?
I'm one of the oldest that are still alive.
What happened to the others that are no longer with us?
Do you want what I think the answer is, or do you want what they told us the answer is?
I think your perspective is important, but I'd like both.
I think someone's messing up and fucking around with us like we're toys. And they fucked up. So they got rid of the evidence so that the others wouldn't know. Can't find any bodies, can't prove anything. What they told us is that suddenly DeLuca was angry. He was mad at the routes we were going, and this was punishment from this being almighty. And he rolls his eyes at that.
You know, I'm actually more inclined to believe you.
Makes more sense.
It does. What is your job here? What do they ask you to do?
Protect. Get more people. People get too close.
Where do you get your...
People who get too close get too nosy. I'm letting you know right now, it's all a matter of time before we have more people that are coming. One person got away. It's protocol.
I'm
When you
not
say
scared
get
of
more
them.
people, did you mean get more people recruited into your group, or get more people as in backup? Just so I know.
They're always attempting to get more people to recruit into the group, but this specific person who ran would be getting backup. Or getting them out of here.
Well, we'd
Whichever
like to
the
make it...
High priestess wishes. Whichever the high priestess wishes.
Who's your high priestess?
Something. Hold on. We know that. We have that information.
Oh, we do? Cool.
We do. Once I find it.
Nikki forgot.
Azura.
Azura?
Azura, a redhead, middle-aged woman, is one of the heads of the council. I'm pretty sure she was the high priestess.
We'll go with it. Priestess Azura.
What do you think is going to happen to you after they find out that you have been taken in?
I'll be dead to them. Or they'll find me and find out what I have. Since I'm going to be dead to them anyway. Reach into my pocket. You will find something that might be interesting to you. My arms are behind my back. I can't do anything.
Great. What were you going to say, Blue?
I was going to say, Amelia can do it for you if you'd like, so that you can continue focusing on...
That would be great. Please do that.
Inside are 3 more chips.
Amazing. Let's have a sing-along, shall we?
You didn't get those from me.
No, of course not. I don't want to keep you for very much longer because I don't want anything bad to happen to you. If you need to say that you were left fighting us and you managed to escape, please do.
Are these lot gonna let me go, though?
Fiora looks to Yi. Honestly, Yi, what do you think is the best course of action here?
This Stefano? They helped us. I think if they're willing to not hinder us any further, I'm okay with letting them go.
You see
I think that's
a look of shock on his face at that response. Like impressed, but shocked. Maybe y'all aren't half bad.
We try not to be.
Well, in that case, I'll be off. If I see you further in, I can give you one chance if I won't get caught. Good luck on whatever you're doing. And he'll just start running off into the sewers, acting like it was a big fight. So you have 3 clips that you can listen to. But potential people on their way.
Clips!
Would you like to listen to the clips?
Yes, please!
Yes.
Clip time!
Oh, hold on, I need to get ready for notes. So,
Raffaele De Luca. The date, 29th of August, year 2056. We continue to research ways to help mitigate any psychological problems in the constructs once activated. We can't be sure what they're doing mentally, because the MRIs will only destroy the constructs, and we can't properly see brain activity.
Dr. DeLuca,
Yes, Dr. Ricci?
Citadels of Science has offered you a seat on the board for the rights of the creation of constructs. They state you will be one of the lead builders, but they need to move construction to a more efficient place.
They want to give us funding?
Seems like it.
We are running out of time. I don't think I can turn them down if we want to succeed.
That is the first clip.
Ooh! David Tilstra is such a good voice actor.
Yes. If you like the voice of Dr. DeLuca, please check out David Tilstra on From Apart podcast. Fantastic person. Let me know when you're ready for clip number 5. Blue's still typing.
yeah, sorry. I'm good.
No, you're
That's why I
fine.
said let me know.
Yeah, I defer
All
to
good.
Blue on... Yeah, great. Awesome. Perfect.
Dr. Raffaele De Luca. Date, 25th of December, year 2056. I can't believe it's Christmas. Doesn't feel like it. They promised me the gift of funding, and then they ripped the entire project away from me. Anything I say is voted on by a group of board members who know nothing of the way this all works. They keep calling us builders. But if anything, we're architects. We create the maps that they use to make these constructs. Though they're not taking into consideration any respect for the dead. This isn't what I wanted. Merry Christmas to me.
And that sound, if you couldn't make it out, was a bottle opening and pouring.
I love that.
I'm good.
And the final clip. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong button.
Dr. Raffaele De Luca, date 7th of July, year 2057. They did it. They did it. They managed to do it without even telling me. Constructs are being put out there when they're not ready. This isn't going to end well. But I was told we didn't have the luxury of time. The death rates are increasing. Media is calling it the Great Hecatomb. Even still, the constructs aren't ready for release. Yet they state they've perfected it. Yes, you're fucking right. Yeah, fucking right.
That was the last one. So,
I mean, we should
that-
report back to the Citadel.
I think we have to push forward. We need to see what else is here.
Who knows when we're going to be able to get down here again, Eli? And by the time we
And if
leave and
they'll
come back,
have cleared
they might be...
out.
Exactly. Amelia's right, they might be gone.
There.
I think we should keep going.
And on that note, that is where we will end today's episode. Let's go around and have everybody tell us where you can find you. Again, if you want to donate to the charity, please do so. And any leftover advantages will carry over to next week, if you have any. Let's start with Mitch this time.
Hi, I am Mitch, also known as Mitch Bustillos on the Twitter, your resident architect here. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Next time you'll find me is probably Shadowrun next week maybe. So pop on over then, and yeah. Oh, and Lord of the Rings, One Ring at High Shelf Games, where I'm playing a Hobbit. It's gonna be great.
Chaotic Wonderful.
Chaotic Wonderful. Sorry, Chaotic Wonderful. I never know where I'm going to be at. I just wait for people to poke me. So yeah, times are coming.
Actually, I can put that in here because I am a moderator. It is right there that you can find it. And that'll be on Tuesday night. And then on Thursday night, we will have a Monster of the Week game, episode 2. So check that out. Sydney.
Hello. My name is Sydney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sydney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm all over the place. And when I'm not here with these lovely people on Saturdays, actually tomorrow I have a charity stream that's going to be on Nat 20 Productions channel on Twitch. That'll be official Nat 20 Productions. We're raising money for the Trevor Project. It's a one-shot that's going to be from 2 p.m. PST to 7 p.m. PST, and we're really, really, really excited. It's actually one shot that is kind of a spin-off from our campaign on Wednesday nights on the same channel, where it's like, so it's these two amazing, beautiful humans who are married and they own a coffee shop, and this is like the story of like their first like shop and opening their first shop, and it's where like all of the cast people are playing like baristas, and like how all of it goes horribly wrong. It's going to be very silly. I'm very excited. It's also going to be very gay. So please,
Yes.
please come and help us raise money. Yes, that's the best part. I'm very excited for that, and it would really mean a lot if some of y'all could come and support us there as well. But also come to our Wednesday night stream. We have a lot of fun, and we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition in a homebrew world, and it's silly and fun, but also great. And I love everyone that I play with, and I love these guys so much. So thank you for letting me be here, and thank you for being here. I'm done. Ding.
You.
Hey, I'm Blue, Blue Merkitten on Twitter, Insta, etc. I also am all over the interweb, so just be careful which of my personas you find. Some of it is a little less safe for work than others. But yeah, I don't have any other games going on at the moment. I'll get to it. It's really hard being in the UK when all of the cool people are in the US, and y'all, it's 2 a.m. and you know, it's a struggle, but but I am loving playing, and I'm so sad that we're on our last 2 episodes now. But it's going to be amazing, and I am looking forward to next week. So.
Okay, finally, we have Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt. I have been Yi, and you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch as Improv and D&D. I'll actually be running a game of Flabbergasted later this evening, so check Twitch. And thank y'all so much. This is absolutely wonderful.
All right, and I have been your machinist today, Nikki. You can find me at Beholder to No One on the interwebs, on Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok. I think is Nikki Beholder to No One. I don't know. I don't really post much on there. I just kind of scroll a lot. I post sometimes for like 4 days in a row and then never again. If you want to find me and stuff, I am going to be in not as many games next week, surprisingly, which makes it kind of sad. But I will be back here on Friday at 3:30 Eastern for Spring or Autumn of the Fireflies with Mitch DMing, which I'm sure I will get paid back for the actions of my GMing. We're basically just paying each other back for trauma.
Yeah.
I've already lost almost everything in the game. Like there's not much left to give, but Mitch will find a way. And then I will be on 2000 Tales role-playing at 9 p.m. on YouTube, where Season 3 is going really well. My character may have proposed to her girlfriend, and she said yes, and it was adorable. So if you want to go see that, you should go check it out. If you want to listen to it, there are 51 episodes out currently already for seasons 1 through 3 thus far, so it's a really fun game. And then I'll be back here on Saturday for the second to last episode of Necrobiotic. Yeah, otherwise, if you want to check any of us out, go look us up on the internet. You'll find all of us there. Go check us out. Give everybody love. And come back tomorrow for Thirsty Sword Lesbians at 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe. And enjoy the amazingness that is that game, because it's fantastic. We are going to be I want to raid someone, but I can't raid the person that I was going to raid. So I'm going to suggest everybody go check them out instead of raiding, and just go over to Transplanar RPG and give them some love. Say that we sent them. They are a fantastic group of people. Yes, they're a fantastic group of people, and Connie, who runs it, is wonderful, and everybody there is trans, and it's a lovely, lovely game and story, and just, it's fantastic. Please go follow them if you haven't already, and check out all of their things that Connie does. So, yeah, that's all from us. Go check them out. Go do their thing. Have fun. Come back next week. Watch me torture Eli. I mean, everybody.
What I do?